Hey guys, it's your average middle-aged American back again with another reaction video. This one is going to be traveling Germany and how to make the most of it. It's kind of a short video. I have not seen it yet, so we can learn together. And as always, I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Doesn't cost you anything, helps me out quite a bit. And comments are always appreciated. So enough jibber jabber. Let's get on with it.
Hello everyone! If you're traveling to Germany, make sure you watch this video. I will show you everything you need to know for your trip, including which mistakes you should definitely avoid.
We're going to start with an overview. I'll tell you which sites not to miss. And what you need to consider when it comes to weather. I'll also suggest how to get around, whether by train, bus or car, and give you some tips how to avoid high prices.
And finally, I'd like to help you understand German culture and its particularities and give you a few tips to make your stay here great.
Let me know down in the comment section everything that he missed. You guys have been doing a great job of interacting with everyone in the comment section. It really helps out everyone. Helps me, helps other people from other countries. I looked at my analytics and, we've got subscribers from all over, America, the UK, Germany, France, Austria, Romania. Basically, I want to have a little community where everybody learns from each other. Hopefully, I can give you some insight on America if you're not familiar with America. And in return, I'm looking for as much information as I can get on, basically the rest of the world. So right now, we're focused on Germany, but keep those comments active because it really does help a lot of people.
Or wunderbar.
Let's get started. Germany is in the center of Europe and shares borders with Denmark, Poland, the Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland, France, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and Belgium. It is approximately 360,000 square kilometers in size. Around 84 million people live here. Germany is divided into 16 federal states, including the city-states of Berlin, Hamburg, and Bremen. The largest states are Bavaria, Lower Saxony, North Rhine-Westphalia, and Baden-Württemberg.
The four largest cities are Berlin, Hamburg, Munich, and Cologne.
The landscape is very diverse, and you can get everything from beaches to mountains. Don't miss Germany's many castles.
Wow. I mean, it's just, I don't know. From an architectural standpoint, it's just, clean, crisp, symmetrical. I like symmetrical. I don't know how big Germany actually is. I mean, he just said so, but I can't really put that in perspective. So let me try to give up. Let's try to find out. God, Germany's a real powerhouse considering the size of it. So it says here that Germany is closest in size to Montana as far as comparing it to the United States. Half the size of Texas. So Germany's half the size of Texas and in the top 5 for economic impact and I believe even the military in the world. That's quite impressive for a country that's like 1/20th, 1/28th the size of the United States. So you're 1/28th the size of America, but you have 1/8 of the GDP. It's really impressive. Maybe 1/7. Guess it depends on the year.
Germany's many castles, fortresses, and ruins, as well as its charming half-timbered houses. And here are 5 must-sees to choose from.
Don't miss that!
Berlin is not just the capital. It's the best place to start a trip through Germany, since it unites history with art, nightlife, and more. It has some stunning sights to visit, such as the Brandenburg Gate, the Museum Island, or the famous TV tower. Go up north to discover the beauty of Germany's North Sea and Baltic Sea, and to visit Hamburg, Germany's second largest city. Don't leave out the western part of Germany with Cologne and its stunning cathedral.
Wow.
Munich in the south is like a big village. It may be the city with
It's amazing. I mean, it looks like it took 600 years to build. I mean, look how tall it is. It's crazy.
stunning cathedral. Munich in the south is like a big village.
Look at that.
It may be
That is so cool.
in the south is like a big village. It may be the city with the most traditional feeling in Germany. Good to know, it's a perfect gateway to spend a day in the Alps. Last but not least, don't miss Dresden in the east. It has a rich history with absolutely beautiful architecture.
Wow.
When is the best time of year to travel to Germany?
Well, it depends on what you want, because some world-famous events like Carnival and Oktoberfest
Cheers!
are happening at specific times. But let's check the weather first.
What's the crowd? I mean, what is it like in Oktoberfest? I mean, is it just packed like Mardi Gras in New Orleans in America? I mean, is it just wall-to-wall people? Well, what do you guys think is the best time to visit Germany if you're not looking for a party and you're not looking for a crowd, but you also hate cold weather? So you hate cold weather, you hate crowds, you hate loud noises. No, I'm not 85. I'm 53, not 83, but I feel like I'm 83. Put it down in the comment section. What time of year is best to visit for a tourist who isn't looking for a party, isn't looking for a crowd, but wants to see, the real Germany.
In summer, you can walk around in shorts and a t-shirt. On some days, it can get really hot. In spring and fall, be prepared to wear pants, sweaters, and light jackets. In winter, temperatures can drop below 0 degrees and
No.
it can snow.
No,
so
no.
don't forget
No.
to pack warm clothes.
Fall can be gray and
All right, so let me know what time of year besides winter is best to visit Germany.
kind of sad, but on some days, like today, the trees shine with color in the sun.
If you come in the fall, from mid-September to the beginning of October,
Ugh.
don't miss the largest folk festival in the world, the Oktoberfest in Munich. The best way to immerse yourself in Bavarian tradition. And in winter, in late November and December, you can visit the country's charming Christmas markets. It's such a cozy time in Germany. Skiers can have a blast exploring the country's mountains. And in February, many cities celebrate Carnival. You'll see thousands of people wearing costumes and celebrating on the streets or in clubs and bars. In spring, nature comes alive, and it's a great time to explore Germany's parks. My tip, the flower
Wow.
island of Mainau at Lake Constance.
But what is the best way to get to all these highlights that are spread around the country?
To drive from north to south easily takes you 10 hours, so you can also fly if you're short on time. But yes, of course, there are more sustainable ways to travel. For shorter distances, take a train, bus, or rent a car. In Germany, people drive on the right side of the road. And it's true, often, but not always, there's no speed limit on the Autobahn, Germany's highway. In urban areas, speed limits are around 50 or 30 kilometers per hour. Let's talk about Germany's train system. There are different types of trains. The ICE and IC high-speed trains connect the major cities and travel at speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour.
Wow.
Local trains, such as the Regional Express, are cheaper, but of course much slower.
Also important for you to know, local and long distance transport in Germany is based on trust, so there are no turnstiles you have to pass to get to the train tracks. And please don't forget that some tickets have to be validated before your journey.
There are inspectors who walk through the trains and control your ticket.
It's best to pay for your tickets via apps or online, but there are also ticket machines, like this beauty here. They take both cards and cash.
My tip, don't book your tickets too late.
No,
Taking a fast train from Berlin to Munich can cost you less than 40 euros if you book some days in advance. If not, it can easily cost you around 140 euros or even more. If a train
Wow.
is really late, you can claim part of the ticket price in the app or via a form.
this might be interesting for you. The Deutschland ticket was introduced in May 2023. It's valid for a month, so it's worthwhile if you're traveling around the country for longer.
The ticket allows you to use all local public transportation in Germany. But you'll have to sign up for a subscription, so don't forget to cancel it when you leave the country. It costs just 49 euros per month. And this is what you need to know about the local public.
Wait a minute. Did I misunderstand this? It's 140 euros for a ticket, but it's 40 something euros for a 1 month pass? Let me know down in the comments if that's right or wrong. I understand how it could be right because it's probably made more for locals. But that seems weird unless it didn't include the train he's talking about that was 140 euros. Let me know because there's a big difference between a one-time shot of 50 euros and 100 euros every time you get on something.
Transport system. Larger cities are typically divided into zones. In Berlin, it's A, B, C.
When you buy a ticket, check in advance which zone your destination is in, since the prices differ accordingly. How can you move around? There are trams, buses, subways, and suburban trains, depending how large the cities are. Alternatively, you can rent a bike or an e-scooter.
What about taxis?
You can book taxis in the big cities with various apps. You can be certain you won't be ripped off, since the drivers go based on the meter or the price previously set in the app. Now you know how to get around Germany. But what about accommodation? There is something for every price range. You can stay in a cheap hostel, rent a vacation apartment, a mid-range hotel or guest house, or a luxury hotel. Did you know? Germans love camping. There are many campsites in Germany where you can spend your vacation close to nature for a reasonable price.
How safe is Germany actually?
Yes.
Germany is generally a safe country. Nevertheless,
How safe is Germany as he walks through the graffiti tunnel? I know, before you even say anything, it's safer than America. It's safer than some parts of America. And some parts of America are safer than Germany. I already looked it up. It's just funny. He was walking through. Looked like a set for a gang movie.
it's a good idea to always keep an eye on your bags. Theft can happen.
Speaking of theft, Germans love their cash. The currency here is the euro. And please don't make the mistake of not having some euros on you, because many restaurants and bars don't take card.
Whether you pay with card or cash, in Germany,
Is that true? That a lot of restaurants don't take credit cards? I thought you guys were like the first ones to have the simple, the tap, the swipeless credit card readers. Let me know if that's accurate. Obviously, we'll have some cash, but I don't plan on carrying thousands of euros around.
you usually tip around 10% in restaurants. The waiter or waitress will tell you the amount, and you then tell him or her the total price, including tip that you would like to pay. For example, if you have a bill of 46 euros, you would say 50 euros.
If you're traveling through Germany,
Isn't that a bit awkward? I mean, I get it, everybody's different culturally, but America, you get a piece of paper, your bill, and then you write the tip down, and you sign it, and you leave. You don't have to see that person again. Now, I'm a good tipper, but looking somebody face to face and deciding how much you're going to tip them, and telling them that, and then they have to bring over, I guess, the card machine to you or whatever. Nobody finds that a bit awkward, opposed to getting your bill and writing your tip down, signing your receipt, and gathering your stuff and leaving. Now, if I'm going to leave a really big tip, I'll wait and hand it to the person, just to let them know that I appreciated their service or whatever. But if I'm just leaving a normal tip or I had, below average service, I don't want to stare at that person and go, yeah, I just tipped you the minimum because you suck. That's a little awkward for me. I mean, I'm not afraid of confrontation, but I don't look for it.
It's helpful to know some particularities of German culture to avoid misunderstandings. Some cultural peculiarities are regional, while others can be found throughout the country. For example, don't let Germans wait for you too long. They generally like punctuality. Let your date know if you're more than 5 minutes late. Ooh, mistake! When you meet someone new, it's best to shake their hand formally, but friends usually hug. Taking care of the environment is very important to Germans, so don't leave anything on the streets. Germans hate that. You need to separate waste, for example, into bins for paper and plastic. Bottles and cans are recycled. You pay a deposit for them. You'll usually find this symbol on those bottles. You get the money back returning it, so don't throw it away. That's so German!
They charge you a fee on plastic bottles, and I assume aluminum cans too. Back in the day, some states would actually, I think they still do. They would have a deposit on glass bottles, for soda. I don't know about plastic. That's interesting.
Despite certain similarities, each region is unique. In the north, the people you meet may tend to be a bit more reserved than in the south, and the dialects also differ.
German food varies as much as the country's traditions. In the north, you'll find plenty of fish, while the south has many hearty dishes. Bakeries in Germany have a large selection to choose from, including many different types of bread and rolls. My tip: try them all. In Germany, the people drink a lot of beer and wine, and they make it too. There are 13 wine growing regions in Germany. They are also great destinations for day trips. By the way, take note that it is legal to drink beer and wine at the age of 16.
I just love beer.
Okay. I remember when I was 16, and I would have had no business drinking beer illegally. Now, I'm assuming this is a cultural thing that's based on the fact that most people don't drive. And I guess from day one, you're kind of raised to know that you're going to drink at 16. And I guess beer really doesn't have much alcohol in it, especially somebody of my size. I mean, I could drink 12 beers and not be drunk. Does that go for everything? I mean, you got a 16-year-old taking shots of Jaeger, in a bar next to a 40-year-old man drowning his sorrow? Let me know. We're 21 here. 18 if you're in the military. I think on the military base, maybe. But yeah, 21 for anybody normal. And we have a terrible DUI, driving drunk problem in America. Of course, we have a lot more cars than you do. Almost everybody has a car. There's more cars than drivers. So I'm assuming that that is one of the reasons, but let me know the idea of 16. Can you vote at 16? Can you go in the military at 16? Can you smoke at 16? You can't even smoke in America at 16. You have to be 18. Let me know.
Finally, here's a little language guide for your trip.
When you greet someone, you can say
Hallo,
or
hi,
any time of the day. It's
guten Morgen,
in the morning,
guten Tag,
during the day, and
guten Abend,
in the evening. If you want to say thank you, you can say
danke,
or.
Dankeschön.
And if you want to speak to someone or you accidentally bump into someone, you just say
Entschuldigung.
Prost.
Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you on your trip to Germany.
Well, that was a pretty good video. I'm actually surprised at how much I learned in such a short time. Put some comments down below what he's right about, what he's wrong about, how ignorant I am, you know, all those things. I am curious, though. I'm curious about the drinking age. It really just kind of blows my mind. And also, you know, the best time of year to visit, especially if you hate cold weather and you hate crowds. So I'm assuming that would be maybe the fall. Let me know. I appreciate you, as always. And that'll do it for this one. If you're new to my channel, it's anything and everything that interests me as an average middle-aged American. Right now we're focusing on international travel. Wife and I plan to do some international traveling. We go into retirement, and while we're in retirement, and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can about other cultures, other countries, and at the same time give information about America as I learn even more about America, my home country. So I do appreciate you. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I appreciate that, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.